So far on our road trip journey, we've been to Yosemite National Park, Mammoth Lakes, Big Pine Lakes, through Death Valley all the way to Las Vegas, and then we've ticked off all 5 of the Mighty 5 in Utah. So that is Zion, Bryce Canyon, Capitol Reef, Canyonlands, and Arches National Park. And now we're leaving Moab on our way through Monument Valley to get to Lake Powell. Should we make some travel money by getting into our swimsuits and washing people's cars like they do in all the films?
So we're on our way to Monument Valley and we're driving through the town of Bluff when we saw this historic site, which is the original Bluff Fort where the pioneers settled. And it's free to go through and just see some, I think some original buildings, and like, so interesting and lovely. There you go. Enjoy lots of cinematic sequences of wagons and cabins. It's me all along! Very good insight into pioneer life. And look at the lovely little horses. On to Monument Valley.
That's the only time you'll ever see my hair down for a cheap gag.
Whilst we're waiting for technical stuff to happen, look at my new bottle. Isn't it pretty?
Utah, Utah, Arizona, 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 Arizona.
Yay!
Before we go to the hotel here in Page, in Arizona, we're going to quickly head to one of the most photogenic spots here, Horseshoe Bend.
It's actually really difficult to take nice videos and photos of this because it is just too bloody big. Incredible though.
Hopefully tomorrow we'll be kayaking down there.
Exactly. Right, this is what it's come to. This is Mike trying to capture the canyon. Looks a little bit like our prison from the front. We got a RODEWAY Inn in Lake Powell. Paige. Ooh!
We got a bath. We got 2 beds.
There's a pool! Can we go swimming? This looks much better inside than it did on the outside.
We are pleasantly surprised by the place.
Yeah.
So goodbye to the camera. See you tomorrow, where we hope to go to Antelope Canyon and get some kayaks.
Yay! So you may or may not see us in some kayaks. We have not booked anything. Oh. Night night.
Night night. So we're at Antelope Point Arena. We've been scrambling around all morning to find kayaks on the day. We managed to find a really lovely man called Bill, yep, who we hope to meet here. We're going to paddle down Lake Powell to Antelope Canyon. At the moment, there are unprecedented low levels of water due to less glacial water melting and coming down into the lake, basically. Currently, where we're walking is where there should be water, but look at this. No water. Ow.
Next time you'll see us, I'll be sitting in a kayak, paddling.
Yeah, show us.
Like this. Okay, right, so what we've learned about Lake Powell, which most definitely probably needs to be fact checked. Number one, it's not a natural occurring lake, it's actually man-made. Number two, it's not even a lake. It's more of a river. So enjoy the ride whilst we paddle along for you. Oh no. What was a really delightful, smooth canyon ride has descended into a marshy pit.
We absolutely motored past this tour group, which is just behind us now, so we can actually...
This was our plan for hiring our own and not going as a tour.
Yeah, we don't want to be surrounded by people when we're in these canyons. And now we're walking on unpleasant sludge. I think usually the water level is much higher, as we said earlier, so we're walking the end of this journey.
We've reached the very muddy, wet area. He has got very slippy shoes. Wow! Don't fall. Whoa! Oh no! We don't have such long legs. How did you do it? Oh, I can see this going wrong.
Nice. So I managed to make it with a lot of athletic jumping. Fortunately, Steph's bottle, new bottle, fell in the water. Very sad. And she's wading through now.
Oh. So sad about that.
I thought she took a bath.
There's nowhere for me to put my foot. Revenge for my water bottle. We did not know that it was going to be this kind of like muddy water parkour kind of hike. There was nothing in any of the things we read online that told us about it, so I don't know whether there was a recent flash flood that means it's more than normal.
What was that you were saying earlier about the mud?
Well, the mud looks like perfectly molten chocolate, and honestly, in parts, looks so delicious. Incredibly, like, it's like the thickest mud I've ever experienced. But this is so fun. Reached a fork in the road. This is normally the place where people turn back. So I think we're probably going to. We might sit and enjoy some food. He doesn't know that, but I'm really hungry. I want food. Just wanted to show you the actual state of the canyon river water, because that's not water, it's just pure like mud. Anyway, on the way back now. Oh no, we're going right into a berg. So, after a big day of kayaking and walking, we were very hungry, and we also wanted a real all-American experience. So we have come to Big John's Texas barbecue, and we have ordered a huge amount of barbecue stuff. And it's so fun here, and there's like a big smoker where everything's being cooked. And I think we're living the real American dream right now. So, cheers. Yeah. With our Grand Canyon beers. Fantastic. Sip, sip. Have a great day.
Slow down, mama. Why you talk so mean? Good Lord, man, shit. It ain't what it seems. Nice clothes, nice shows, boogie down at the bar.
So our helpful man who rented us the kayaks earlier, Bill, told us that there's a new sunset place in town, literally opened pretty recently, called Grandview Overlook, which is where we are now. There is pretty much no one here. We set up our little camping chairs. We're enjoying the sunset and a ridiculously nice sunset view of Lake Powell. And that is where we kayaked earlier into Lower Antelope Canyon.
We're on our way to the Grand Canyon and we've just stopped because there's two huge birds of prey Not entirely sure. That definitely looks like a vulture. I'm assuming the two vultures, maybe huge eagle. Can't really see because we don't have binoculars, but it's really cool. So we found out it's a California condor, and this lovely man lent me his binoculars, and they are incredibly ugly up close because they have 0 feathers, and then they've got this amazing like Elizabethan tuft of hair. I can't go over how big they are. How fantastic. Now if I could just fly away so we could see the wingspan, that would be perfect. Wow! Boing, boing, boing. Hey, more wildlife!
We are nature photographers now.
Absolutely. Be prepared to see a bobcat next.
So we're at the end of the trail, coming into the Grand Canyon at the North Rim. I've never been to the Grand Canyon before, so I'm very excited. Steph has been before to the South Rim, and you're saying it's very different. Very different.
We approached, there was cactuses, desert, big rocks, and now we're
pure
in
greenery.
Like a beautiful pine forest. I'm so confused. Where's the canyon?
Gorgeous. Okay, we reached the North Rim Visitor Centre. We've got our bag of food. We're going to go have some lunch and find a good place with a view. So we've enjoyed the very short walk out to Bright Angel Point. There's loads of amazing, very scary high drop-off points to take pictures and videos. But for now, we're going to go to our campsite. Steph isn't feeling so well, so she's resting in the car, but the tent is up and now I'm going to make dinner. On the menu tonight, onion, broccoli, mushroom, pasta. Voila! Now we're rushing so we can eat our dinner with sunset. Let's go!
Hello! Look at the wonderful spot that we found for sunset, just by Cape Royal. It's incredible. So we're going to set up, brought our chairs, we've brought our pasta. We were deemed at expert level by some fellow hikers. Yeah.
The views here are amazing, and the views just over there in Cape Royal, which we'll show you in a second.
Yeah.
An amazing sunset view of the cliffs. Gorgeous. Let me quickly show you the view over here.
unfortunately we are only here for one night. We struggled even to get the one night at the campground. But we've really enjoyed it, and we're going to get up really early tomorrow morning to go to a different viewpoint, just to get the most out of our 24 hours here. But yeah, I'll leave you with the bright, huge, big red sun sinking into the distant canyon. Good morning, friends.
Good morning, friends.
Sip, sip. Oh, it's hot.
So today is our last day in the tent, even though we've got 2 more national parks to go to on this trip, because we booked the last 2 really late, so there weren't any campsites available. So we are in a wagon.
Yep.
And a motel, as well as being in cities. So this is actually our last day in our lovely tent.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd take you around one last time to show you. Let me get the camera.
Come on in. Welcome. So, we actually have had this question, because someone thought, throwback to the old original tent, that we didn't have any pillows. Throwback to me wanting to buy pillows and be comfortable, and I was shot down. Is it too much? I want to be comfy.
We can't buy pillows.
I'm still a little bit bitter, but instead what we've done, I've got this like laundry little bag thing that's clean, and I've just popped in some packing cubes with clothes in it. You would think that would be really comfortable. However, clothes packed together are quite hard. They're not soft, so I've had to like pad it out with extra jackets. That's worked quite well.
Yeah, and I just have one big packing cube with my massive world map travel towel wrapped around it.
Yep.
It's been good. Perfect.
The sleeping mats have actually been very good, and they keep the air really well. A little bit too much. I think mine was too hard last night because I feel a bit bruised. And then I've got an accoutrement of accessories next to me. Extra jacket, gloves, scarf, hat, towel. Because actually, just top tip. One of Steffi's top tips for travelling in a tent. It's really cold. Microfiber travel towels are incredible if you put them as like a blanket.
Good insulator.
Very good insulator.
Whereas on my side I have a travel pillow which I didn't use. So yeah, we've really enjoyed our tent and camp life. We look forward to doing it again on the next trip.
Oh my god, that's literally burning.
You're lucky enough there to see Steph's coffee live.
I burnt my tongue.
Was it that hot? Was it boiling water?
I bought this travel mug in like Walmart or something, and it's actually incredible, and it holds on to heat, honestly, for about 8 hours. But if it's really hot and I put the lid on, then what I'm drinking is boiling water.
She once made the coffee in the morning. We went for our hike in Big Pine Lakes for like 5-6 hours, came back and the coffee was still warm, and she was very happy.
A good day.
Anyway, really enjoyed being in the tent. Anyway, we really enjoyed being in our tent. Very comfy. Next time we go travelling, we might even get a camper van or an RV or something to mix it up. But now we're going to enjoy our final morning here in Grand Canyon North Rim, and we're going to go check out Imperial Point. So we're at Imperial Point, the highest vista in all of the Grand Canyon. Extraordinary views. We particularly like Mount Hayden, this little beautiful block here.
Yep.
Lovely. And that probably wraps it up for this video.
Yeah.
So we're going to sit back and just enjoy the views. See you in the next one.
Bye. Did pretty well with the pasta.
About halfway.
Considering it was like 1.5 boxes of pasta. Breakfast for tomorrow morning. We are disgusting gluttonous animals.